Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. Manchester United have beaten Istanbul Basaksehir 4-1 thanks to goals from Bruno Fernandes, who got two, Marcus Rashford, and Danny James wrapping it up towards the end. Istanbul did score a free kick in the second half. David De Gea, it looked like he had managed to keep it out, but the ball creeped over the line. And despite the fact it looked like Istanbul could get another goal, United got it over the line in the end. And the first half performance from Manchester United was vintage Manchester United, really. And I say vintage in that over the years, when I was a little bit younger, to be fair, not over the last 7 years, but over the years watching Manchester United, you'd go to games, routine games in the Champions League and Premier League. You'd get 2-3-0 up early on, take a few players off. The last 45 minutes wouldn't be the best. But you know what? You've got the victory in the bag. You've got a couple of goals in the bag. And you get to rest some of your key players. And that was exactly what Manchester United were able to do today. It was perfect for us in that sense, apart from the fact we kept a clean sheet. Although, if Istanbul scored and Raphael was the scorer, we wouldn't have minded about that clean sheet. But that wasn't the case. Now, United started like a house on fire. Bruno Fernandes was well and truly at it. We were attacking. We get a corner. It's swung in by Alex Telles. It's flicked out by an Istanbul header. Falls to the feet of Bruno Fernandes, who smashes it in on the volley first time. It was Scholes-esque when he stuck it in the back of the onion bag. It was a fantastic finish by Bruno Fernandes to get Manchester United underway. The second goal, it wasn't as beautiful. It had a little bit more fortune in it, in that Alex Telles whipped in the ball. The goalkeeper couldn't handle the cross. He should have done better. It wasn't because the ball was majorly quick or anything like that, although it may have been. The goalkeeper should have been keeping the ball in between his hands. He dropped it straight at Bruno Fernandes' feet, who made it 2-0 to Manchester United. Now, the third goal was a penalty. And again, it was a penalty. I think we're all agreeing on that now. And then we saw, we were thinking Bruno Fernandes is going to get a first half hat-trick here. But Bruno had said, after the game we heard this, that he and Rashford had decided after the West Bromwich Albion game that Marcus Rashford would be taking the penalty kick. He took that. He scored the goal. That's him now near the top of the top goal scorers in the Champions League, just behind Erling Haaland at the moment. And Marcus Rashford, he hasn't been in his best form this season. He's showed some great form at times, but consistently he's been up and down, but he's still managing to get the goals. And that's 4 goals for him in the Champions League now. Great stuff from Marcus Rashford. The first half performance, though, was pretty good, and I credit that to, obviously, a great performance from our man of the match, Bruno Fernandes, who was incredible, but also Donny van de Beek, who I thought played excellently. Sometimes when we've got Fred and McTominay in there, McTominay, in terms of receiving the ball and bringing the ball forward, he goes missing a lot. And today, we had Fred, who didn't have the best of games, to be totally honest, but Fred and Donny van de Beek, who were getting really close to Bruno Fernandes. There's so many times, and we saw it in the West Bromwich Albion game, Bruno Fernandes gets frustrated. He's on the pitch half the time looking to kill somebody because things aren't quite going his way. But today, we made sure everybody got close to him and worked off him, and there was a kaleidoscope of movement around him. You looked at, Martial started on the left, Cavani through the middle, Rashford on the right, Donny van de Beek and Fred joining up with him to help him. And how many times I saw Bruno just pop the ball off with his back to goal and then get on his bike and spin in, and we had other people moving him around. And Donny van de Beek is so good with the ball. Look, he's not a natural number 6 in that he's got the physicality and he's going to smash people and he's going to strong arm people out of the way. But the intelligence, his reading of the game, his ability in manipulating space, receiving the ball and passing the ball on, is better than most of the players in our squad. And Donny van de Beek makes it look easy in there. Now, there will be some games where we don't get the luxury of as much space in the middle of the park, and you can't go out and play a Fred and van de Beek in a midfield 2 there. But today, against these kind of opponents, it worked for me. And it's like they say in boxing, styles make fights. And in your midfield, you have to pick your midfield to suit your opponents. And I thought today it suited our opponents pretty well in that we had a midfield that could not only recover the ball, but also bring the ball from the back to front, allow us to get the overloads in the final third of the pitch, and therefore Istanbul couldn't deal with us. And Manchester United, look, got the win and got the win comfortably. 3-0 up at half time. It could have been more if we wanted to and if we were really being ruthless. And then in the second half, we're able to make a number of changes. It was Marcus Rashford who came off. It was Aaron Wan-Bissaka who came off. And unfortunately for us, it wasn't look like it was just rested because he went straight down the tunnel. Hopefully that's just precautionary. Who else came off? Victor Lindelof came off as well. Axel Tuanzebe came in for him. Anthony Martial got rested as well, which kind of suggests that maybe he'll be starting back through the middle against Southampton on the weekend. But today I was pretty pleased with everything that we saw from the team. Now look, we know Martial can be better than what he's showing at the moment. We know Rashford can be better than what he's showing at the moment. And I thought Edinson Cavani's movement was incredible. But there was a few things like one of the crosses that he hit, because he pulled out wide quite a lot as well. And that's what I like about this with Rashford, Martial, Cavani. They're three players that don't mind rotating. They don't mind dropping out wide and then going through the middle if they have to. So it allows that rotation. But there's a few times like Cavani got into a position where he could make a great pass and then he'd just pull it and hit it too high or too short. That will come as he plays more football. We know he's missed a lot of football since, not leaving Paris Saint-Germain, not being involved in the European campaign and all that stuff. That sharpness will come. He got sent off playing for Uruguay, which wasn't ideal. Would have been nice if he could have completed 90 minutes there. But to get that 90 minutes under his belt today was massively important. And Edinson Cavani is going to be a really important player for us. As we've seen, while Anthony Martial isn't in form at the moment, being able to have someone like Edinson Cavani who can come off the bench or start a game for you is vitally important. And I think we could see that front three used in a lot more games. And I don't think Ollie will look to go away from, Martial being his main number 9, because I don't think Martial's done too much wrong to deserve just being chopped completely. He's going through a bad time, but he's still scored a couple of goals this season and he'll get back into the goals, I'm sure of it. But having Cavani there is massive for Manchester United, because he gives us that option on the bench, but he also gives us that option if we have injuries or a lack of form as well. And he's looking like a great signing, especially on a free. It's a shame we didn't bring him in a few weeks earlier, because you imagine how important it could have been for United in those games when Anthony Martial was unfortunately suspended. But today was a pretty good day for Manchester United, a routine victory for the Reds at Old Trafford, and now it's 3 wins out of 4, 9 points out of 12. Now, with the games coming up, you can't say that we're through already, because you could see, PSG beating us, Leipzig beating us. Now, I'm confident that we can get a result against either of those teams if we have to. I'm confident we can get at least a point against PSG in the next game, and I'm confident we can go to RB Leipzig and get something if we need to. But we can't overlook the fact that this isn't done yet. It isn't done yet. Obviously, that defeat in Istanbul didn't help last time out, and that's why it's so frustrating. You go over there, you put in a half-decent performance, you get at least a point. You're sitting on 10 points right now, and you're pretty much through. Yet we still have to get the job finished and get the job wrapped up. So, it's not done yet, but we've made a pretty good start to this Champions League campaign. 3 wins out of 4, 9 points out of 12. A big win today for Manchester United. Only Barcelona have scored more goals than us in this Champions League, and last season's winners, Bayern Munich, are level on goals with us on 12. So we're showing, obviously, good signs in this competition. But like I said, it's not done yet. And if we go out and we perform badly against PSG and then Leipzig, there's still a scenario which can see us end up in the Europa League. But we don't want to be doing that. So overall, a great day today. And even Danny James got a goal towards the end, which was fantastic for the Reds. Now moving forward, we've got Southampton next. And what I really liked about today's game was Rashford come off a little bit early. Bruno come off a little bit early. Anthony Martial come off a little bit early. The likes of Alex Telles, Donny van der Beek got more minutes under the belt. Alex Telles was involved in 2 of the goals. United are starting to get there now. And we're starting to get players more fit, more involved, getting them closer to starting games. And when that happens, we actually haven't got too bad of a squad. Now, this game against Southampton's a big one. We need to win it. We've put ourselves into a position where we need to win it. So we can't get complacent. But today was more like the Manchester United I've grown used to over the years. And that is a good thing. So, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. My man of the match is obviously Bruno Fernandes, but I'd give her an honourable shout out to Alex Telles and Donny van der Beek as well, who I thought did pretty well today. And it was great to see Daniel James grabbing a goal towards the end as well. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. For now, I have been Adam McKola. I'm going to get out of here, but don't forget to check out 7 Reasons, which is up the day after this. See you in a bit. Head over to stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com and check out the Paddock merch. And for a short time, you can get 20% off orders with 2 items or more using the code Paddock20. Go get on it.